Dick smoothie.
Do we go?
Are we ready?
I don't know.
Dick smoothie. Dick smoothie.
All right, here we go.
And we're back.
Welcome back to hashtag Dick Smoothie.
Yep.
My name is Daniel Stanfield. And your name is?
Tash Blake.
Oh,
That's
God.
me.
I almost forgot. I don't know. I've got the second episode jitters for some reason. It's not like I've ever done a podcast before, but like
Practice makes nervous.
practice makes nervous. I'm like holding up papers. Okay, here we go. Okay, so welcome back. We all just wanted to say thank you for the people that listened, watched. I mean, talk to us about it.
Yeah, gave some feedback. Appreciate all of it. Gave us some ideas.
Continue.
Told us about some people who need to get dick smoothied for sure. Came up with a recipe. Followed, liked, subscribed, everything.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't done so already, follow, subscribe. We're on like I said, we're on YouTube, so you can set those little bell notification things if you ever want to keep up to date with us each and every week. And what we wanted to say is that our merch is coming along. Not that we actually had any ideas originally, but no, I think we're going to make the Twisted Trio into something that you can get from us. We're gonna make a drink list for you to choose from as well. The best drinks to I don't know, because we made a Twisted Trio drink.
We tested it.
And it worked very well.
It's delicious.
Actually, should we just tell them what it was?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, brand by brand. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, Alberta Premium.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Ginger ale. Diet Canada Dry or Diet Coke. And some lemon. Daniel had a really good idea. He shaved off the skin of the lemon in a nice little twist, stuck it in there, get some lemon juice, a lemon wedge.
A lemon wedge. I just went overboard with the lemon. I don't know if you need like 2 lemon wedges, but I was just like, boom.
Yeah, and some seeds.
And some seeds. The seeds were okay though. Like, yeah.
Remember that? When you were a kid and they would eat watermelon and you would swallow the watermelon seeds and someone would be like, if you do that, you're going to grow a watermelon in your stomach.
I don't know that because I did not eat watermelon when I was a kid. No, I've never heard that. So wait,
yeah.
So you're saying that if I swallow those seeds, which I haven't as an adult.
Thank God you haven't, because you would basically be like.
I would become a watermelon.
You'll grow a watermelon inside of you.
Really?
Which makes no sense. They're like, how do you grow a watermelon? You plant the seed and you need soil, sun, and water. How would that happen inside a human stomach? I don't know. But every single kid I knew believed it. And I never liked watermelon when I was a kid, unless it was seedless.
So what you're saying is if the seed of the lemon in this Twisted Trio drink was somehow swallowed by myself.
Which it was, wasn't it?
Would I just grow the Twisted Trio drinks in my tummy?
You're like, to grow it.
Just pee it out,
Instead of like soil, water, sunlight, you need Diet Canada Dry, Alberta Premium, and fucking ice. And you will grow a Twisted Trio inside you. Also, my friend sprouted like a lemon seed for me, and I'm growing a lemon tree currently. It's probably going to take like 4 years, but eventually we can make our own Twisted Trio.
Oh, yeah.
From the source in this house. Yeah, we're going to have lemons.
So watch out. I mean, we did watch like Gremlins 2 just now, and just now. And that just kind of brings me to this next point, like, or even utopia where everyone's getting some sort of virus or plague or something like that. No, we're just going to be infecting people with the Twisted Trio. And so if you ever come to a party, which I mean, like, I don't know if there's going to be parties soon, but if you ever come to a party, watch out.
Yeah.
You're next.
You're next. We're going to inject people with it?
Oh, wait, no, just get them to drink it.
Just get them to drink it.
We don't have to inject them.
From a syringe, that's how you drink it.
I mean, you know.
It's the cure.
It's the cure.
Yeah. Compound TT, Twisted Trio.
Compound TT.
Compound TT.
So, yeah, when I had ingested multiple of these Twisted Trio drinks, I lost at cards. This whole deck of cards. I don't think I won once. Did I win once?
Sorry, you did not.
I think we played 3 nights straight and I
Well, here's the deal.
lost.
In order to make
every
sure
time
that this thick master deck, this whole theory would work this game, we had to test it out. And so we spent probably 6 hours shuffling.
Yeah,
And
we
1
had
hour
to.
playing.
Yeah.
But it is such a better game with 3 decks because it was every single game was tight. Like we were neck and neck. I think probably 3 out of the 5 games, the one time, we were on our last card together at insane tens.
And what I loved was the comebacks were outrageous. I mean, I would always think that I'd be beating you at the end, and because I'm like, oh, I'm almost at 10s. She's still on 8s. Doesn't matter. That's what I found out.
Yeah.
And she wasn't rigging the deck because
It's not possible.
it's just too much to be able to do.
Yeah.
And also we've got an audience member here today with us. His name is Bugle Boy, and you'll be hearing him chomp on his legs. Bugle. Ow. Okay, cool.
Like, okay, I'm done. Sorry for that interference.
So
Yeah.
I could just hear it in the background. It's like eating at my ears. But we do need help naming the round 1, which is 8s.
Yeah.
Because we realize we can't call it Crazy 8s.
Well, we're in the process of writing the official rules. And yeah, we were just
stick it up. Show them. You've actually started writing shit down for you.
You can see where my writing was getting a little bad. This was after too many Twisted Trio beverages. And it doesn't make sense.
And I got her to write with her left hand, which was pretty good because and honestly, this is a big question for me. When someone opens their phone, okay, you use your dominant hand. That's just like practice.
Yeah.
But she does not. She's using her left hand, which is not dominant, but she does so many things with her left. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it does not make sense. I think you're backwards.
I just always wanted to actually be left-handed.
And then you swing right as well.
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
Just got to keep it interesting, guys. So but what I was thinking, like when I grab my phone, I always grab with my left hand and I unlock like that.
Yeah, but
and like maybe it's not my dominant hand. My dominant hand is busy doing something else. So let me use my non-dominant hand to unlock my phone.
So now my next question is, I'm guessing this is when you put your phone in your pocket, it goes into the left back pocket.
Yeah, always. Just shakes head.
I mean, like, it doesn't make sense to like reach across like to the right side anyways, but
just a sequence.
Did not think that through.
Yeah.
I have a confession.
Confess.
Okay. In the middle of the night, I went to the fridge and drank a lot of coconut milk. right out of the carton.
I thought it felt more empty.
I was just like, I'm thirsty.
I don't know about y'all. I love coconut milk.
I prefer it sweetened, but yeah, it's good. Unsweetened too, yes.
The only reason why I don't like it sweetened is if you put it with cereal, there's already so much sweetness from that.
When's the last time you had cereal?
Like a month ago.
Okay, that was pretty recent then.
Before that, maybe 2 years. No.
Yeah.
But okay, so I used to buy this. Okay, it was like coconut and almond milk or something, and it never said anything on the label. So I was like, yeah, it must just not have a lot of sugar in it. And I was drinking in my coffee. I'm like, this milk is fucking awesome. And I was like, I feel so good right now. And then I would just get like the jitters, whatever. And I looked at the back, and it was, I don't know, probably like 20 grams of sugar.
Yeah, it's so good.
Like teaspoon, and I was just like, it's fucking sugar milk. You can't drink that.
I know.
And I was like, why are we telling kids not to drink cow's milk but get them sugar milk instead? And then ever since then, I'm like, gotta be unsweetened. This is so bad.
Is there actually no sugar in the unsweetened?
Yeah.
They don't put like something else into it?
No. Like some sort of artificial sweetener?
Mm-hmm.
Just love.
Just
the sweetness of the creators.
So you're saying that's artificial?
Love is fucking real. It's the realest thing in the world.
Good. I like hearing that. Anyways, I gotta blow my nose in a second just because it's like really bothering me.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about Gremlins for a minute, just because it's so fresh in my head. And actually, I feel like I may have been wrong, but it totally looked like Rob Reiner, right?
Wait, was it?
I didn't see his name at the end.
I thought you IMDb'd it.
I should. I'll do it in a second, but like so fresh in my head, like Gremlins in general just freak me out. I think the grossest thing that I can ever see in a movie or anything like Dr. Pimple Popper. Nope.
Good job.
Couldn't do it.
None of it?
It's just like I don't know.
It's
and like the Gremlins, they're like growing
on
and
their
like
back. They've got fucking back knee.
And it, yeah. Oh.
And they're like this big. Like just.
And
actually,
it's going to explode too. And you're just like.
What was that movie we watched the other night?
Oh,
Do you want to sleep alone in the woods?
No one's going to sleep in the woods tonight.
Yeah. Boil bodies.
Oh, God.
Big ass boil bodies.
And it didn't even make any sense because the boils were like an alien infection. Spoiler alert, I don't care.
Meteorite, whatever.
I'm only talking about this because it was just dumb.
So instead of gore fest, it was kind of a snore fest. But are you saying that you were scared of that film because of the boils?
They were just so gross. Like I was scared that if I were to try to stab one of them, I'd pop the boils and they just spray all over me and I'd be like, yeah. And then I just want to kill myself anyways. So
you know what? That's actually a really, really good defense to have. You know how skunks will spray or whatever. Imagine if you were just covered in like giant boils and it's like, no one can touch me, like stay away from me. And if you do, and they had like acid inside of them.
Oh my God. Okay. But we're also not boil shaming or anything.
Skin problems are no joke.
They're no joke. I had them. And maybe that's why I'm so grossed out by like pimples in general.
That makes sense. If you've had firsthand experience, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just gross. Anyways, so Gremlins is one of the most self-reflective films I've ever seen. And the main line I had kept saying during the movie is like, at least in my head, was no one knows why they made that choice in that movie. Like any of the choices that they made, it was just like, I mean, like definitely, it was definitely a timepiece because all of the things that were going on, very pop culture, like. Like, but also halfway through the film, Hulk Hogan comes out of fucking nowhere.
And he rips his shirt off. Oh my God.
Because like, okay, so yeah, can you just describe that scene, please? Because it's you had the take on it.
I was waiting for it. I was really excited about it coming up. I forgot. I was like, I remember there being a scene in the actual theater. So the actual film itself burns up, and they're in the theater, and the gremlins roll out some like nudie film, and a bunch of the audience members come out and are complaining to the usher, whatever you call them. So they go in and try to stop it from happening, but for some reason they employ the help of Hulk Hogan instead of going up to the actual room itself or having security, which I'm pretty sure they could have. And Hulk Hogan stands up in the theater, turns around, and he basically tells them to put the right movie back on, and he rips his fucking shirt off like he does. Yeah, and his Fu Manchu is just so fuzzy and intimidating that they listen. And he's just like, this won't happen again. Yeah. And he speaks directly to the camera, and he's like, apologies, this won't happen again.
Breaks the fourth wall. But they were like, he's like literally like, hey, we should be able to go to the movies, have cold drinks, have hot popcorn, like crunches the bag and throws it on the ground. Like,
but you know what's like, you know what I just realized is kind of dumb about the whole situation? When he walks in to go and ask Hulk Hogan to like intervene, Hulk Hogan is facing the screen and just eating his popcorn like he's enjoying what's happening. So he actually has to be like, hey, this is happening. We're not okay with it. Then he does something. But it seemed like he was okay with it in the first place. So why is he so mad? Like, where does the rage come from?
You know what?
It's just for the people?
No, the people? And now that we're really getting into this movie now, I think it was a lot of first time big movie director mistakes.
Yeah, okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Was just it was like there was so much going on in one scene. Like for me, if I went from what I've directed now to directing that, there's so much going on in the background, I would be probably pretty lost.
Yeah.
And there was that where there was no direction before the camera got to him.
Yeah.
Right? And the same thing as in the first time you see Billy talking to Rob Reiner, lookalike, or maybe him, and he's dressed as Dracula. And they're walking through this mega-sized building, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And and no one's looking at him until the camera stops and they start having a conversation. And this one lady just like goes in between them. Pretty like it's so awkward. She just like stands there in between them like she's a part of the main cast all of a sudden.
Yeah, but she's also Judgment Judy over here.
Yeah, but there was no reason for it. Like she could have just like walked past and just like she actually doesn't she walks past, stops, comes back and is like,
what the fuck? Looks them up and down,
and then like walks away. And I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they pass heaps of people on the way who haven't paid them no mind whatsoever. Like,
this is just another day at the workplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for bring your granny to work day, and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
And honestly, at this point in time, I think it was bring your granny to work day on set. Because she was like, hey, can I get in on this action? Okay, Granny, you're gonna walk past.
Yeah.
It's probably Rob Reiner's granny too.
I thought this was a John Wayne film. This isn't how they make movies in my day. That's why she was pissed.
Yeah.
They're like, Granny, do you want to be an extra?
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm gonna get my big break. Because we noticed her more than anything else in the whole
The director's
movie.
like, okay, we're gonna do that again, but you don't have to walk back into the middle. And she's like, what? I didn't even notice I was doing that.
They even like tape marked for words. It's like, just
yeah.
like
She definitely had a marking to like, she just goes, okay, I'm going to walk by. No. Oh my God. It's my grandson dressed as a vampire. Funny boy. Just walks off screen. Like,
you know what? I think that we should name this granny because
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
I don't think we can do that. I guess it's kind of satirical though.
Bertha.
Bertha?
Yeah.
Is that a real name?
It totally is. It's gross.
Bertha.
Bertha Jones. Bertha Jones. No?
Bertha Jones?
No. How about instead of Judge Judy, we'll call her Judith Jones. That's a badass name for a granny.
Judith Jones is actually Judith, because Judith is okay. You just like alliterations, I'd say.
I really do.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry. Continuing with fucking what's it called? Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
It was actually still a really good movie. It's not like I didn't like it. I just thought it was so funny and it was racist too. Forgot about that part.
So many.
There's so many jokes that I was like, what? But they were, the biggest problem was, I think, Chinatown being closed to create or destroyed to create
New Chinatown.
A new Chinatown. But why wouldn't, I don't know.
They bulldozed down the only like authentic shop in all of the city.
And anyways,
you know what's funny? Okay, well, I think back to Gremlins.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was my favorite movie. Still is my favorite movie. And I watched it so many times when I was a kid. And I remember my dad, we went to like a video store and they're like, there's a Gremlins 2. And I was like, oh my fuck, like I need to watch this right now. But think about watching that as a kid because you don't understand anything about film. You don't get the jokes. But I remember really liking it because I was like, look at all the cool new gremlins there are. All their like magic, or all their like, their, super gremlins. And I remember really liking it. But I'm like, now you watch it and you have a whole different appreciation for it, which you won't have for the first one. Yeah. Because it takes itself too seriously.
It's true. But I mean, like, God, when I was a kid watching these, I thought they ate people.
Oh my gosh! So you had like nightmares about them.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. And I had a Furby, of course.
Okay, what color?
I don't remember right now, but it was probably blue. If you think about it, it wasn't probably not pink.
What a surprise! That is shocking.
Yep. It is kind of shocking because I would have picked the pink one.
Yeah.
I also remember my first Spice Girls cassette tape.
You had one? I didn't even have one.
Anyways, what was I saying before that?
Your Furby.
My Furby sat in the closet and I thought it was going to like come to life as a gremlin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what's so
Big
funny?
time.
I was going to ask
Big
you about
time.
Furbies when we were watching the movie, but I was like, oh no, he probably won't know what I'm talking about. I'm so old. And I'm like, oh shit.
I'm pretty sure Gremlins must have, because even at the end of the second film, being so self-reflective, they're like, have you ever thought of going into merchandising?
Oh.
Right? So I'm sure it was like influenced, right? Because that was from 90, right?
Yeah, I mean, it said 89 and then one said 90, so I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, which is which. I would say 90.
That was one of the two.
Yeah.
But like it so it must have been influential on the Furby.
Absolutely.
Because they look so identical.
So I had a white Furby with black spots, like a Dalmatian, blue eyes. And I got terrified of it too. I kept it in the closet. And I wanted one so bad for my 9th birthday.
Is that why you left the the chocolate out and stuff? Yeah.
I was telling Dana, I think, okay, all my friends like gremlins too. I'm not the only one that did this. I really, really wanted to catch a mogwai, which is what Gizmo actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't forget that either.
Yeah, do not. Which is also why I really love the band Mogwai, because I was like, okay. So I used to leave food out when my grandma would babysit me. Once I left chicken wings because they ate drumsticks in the first one, and I was like, well, they're gonna like that. That's a good way to catch one. But I also left out those Easter eggs wrapped in tinfoil, the really colorful ones. And I remember waking up one morning and this part of the tinfoil had was peeled off. And I was just like, holy fuck, I almost got one. But I was like, clearly, I racked my brain for 3 days because I was like, I would have noticed if that had fallen off when I dropped them on the ground, which clearly happened.
Yeah.
But I told all my friends at school, I was like, guys, I almost got one.
So proud. So proud.
I got skills.
I love how imagination can just fucking take off. I was so crafty as a kid.
Really?
Oh, I've definitely told you this and I've said it before. I'll say it again. I used to when I had to go to sleep and not watch movies.
Yeah.
I would take a picture frame, and my door was the closest one to the living room, and just take the picture frame, put it in the hallway, get the reverse angle. Didn't matter. I didn't know. I was just crafty. I just realized that it was working.
That's honestly such skill.
It was pretty good skill. And I would even, so there was even times where I started getting older and I got a TV in my room.
Oh.
Right? But it was an old tube TV, right? So whenever you turn it on,
yeah,
you'd have the spark because it needs to heat up.
Oh, right.
Right? So it'd be a loud turn on, so I'd be able to get away with that in the first place if there was something loud going on in a movie out there.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Wait until there's an action sequence and be like, psh, we're fine. No one's gonna know. And then if anyone walked
crafty.
by, I could just easily because I kept the remote underneath my pillow. I had a bunk bed, by the way.
Oh shit.
Top bunk.
Top bunk. Oh, that's the cool bunk. I never got the top.
Yeah, but both bunks were mine.
Damn, you got choice every night?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so unfair.
So I had my remote underneath the pillow, and I just go and pretend like I'm sleeping.
I'm guessing you never chose the bottom bunk because you specifically stated top bunk when you were talking about your bunk beds.
No, I definitely started using my bottom bunk.
Okay.
When I got old enough to put pictures of Hermione Granger up there.
Hermione?
We're the same age, okay?
You love that frizz hair?
I must have.
Oh my god.
Must have liked something about it. I don't think I was
liked
attracted to her in the first one.
He liked her brains. He likes the smarts, I think.
Okay, she might be a year older than me or something.
She said, oh. Yeah, that's hot. Okay.
That was it.
I chose the bottom bunk when I could put pictures of I feel like that's the darkest secret. Not the darkest. That's a really good thing to know. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, me and my sister always had bunk beds. And at my dad's house, there was the ones with the wooden planks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I used to take a pencil, and every single time I watched a movie that I liked, I would write the hot actor from it in pencil. You notice how I'm using my left hand to demonstrate. It would be
it's insane. It's insane. I don't get how you do that.
Okay, and the person I remember writing the most was Desmond Harrington. I remember watching the movie Wrong Turn, and I was just like, oh my, oh my,
Who's
oh my.
that?
He's an actor.
I remember Wrong Turn, but I don't remember.
It's a really bad movie. Anyways.
I didn't think it was a bad movie.
It's pretty bad.
I think the fourth one was pretty bad.
Oh, there's 4 of them? Oh, dear.
Yeah, the fourth one was pretty bad. I remember there being a truck and then a green screen behind the truck, and then
Do you know what the worst horror movie is, though? Actually?
Rebecca.
That's a drama.
It's not even a good one, and somehow each time I turn on Netflix, it keeps going up in rating. And
what?
It keeps going up in rating. And like, I think it was number 4 on the top 10.
God.
Yeah.
That's really gross.
It's just like, like it's so slow and there's no need for any of what's been described.
What do you want to bet? The people that are like all about it, they're like, this is such an original idea. What a brilliant idea for a movie. And you're like, fucking film noob. You don't even know.
Please explain for the other film noobs out there.
Who knows? It's based on a Hitchcock.
Based on a Hitchcock.
It's based on a Hitchcock. Or
it is, yes. So it was it was actually a Hitchcockian monumental film, apparently.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
The original.
Yeah.
This one, you quit after 10 minutes, I think.
I was like, you should know 5-10 minutes max into a movie if you're gonna like it or not. It's a first impression kind of thing.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. And what I love, I totally forgot where I was going with that.
Okay, do you want to hear my TV story when I was a kid? While you rack your brain.
I totally blanked. I don't even know what were we even talking about before?
Rebecca.
Oh yeah, Rebecca. And then, that's why it was that boring. I forgot about what I was talking about.
You're like, I lost so many brain cells, I can't even rack my brain now. Oh, shit.
That's how boring it was. I also want to say, if you watched that movie and liked it, I gave it 45 minutes to impress me a little bit.
That's a lot of time.
And because then, like, at one point I was like, ooh, we kind of know that Rebecca's the ex-wife.
Like Dan ran upstairs and was just like, it's getting good. It's getting good. Like, we can give it a chance. And I was like, oh, really? For real? I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, it is for sure.
And then
like,
5 more minutes after, I was like, no.
Yeah, he threw the remote through the TV. No, I'm kidding.
No, I didn't throw it through the TV, but I definitely wanted
like,
to.
No.
That was
the climax, and it happened 45 minutes into the movie, and now it's just gonna go down.
If you like that movie, you are boring.
If you like that movie, tell us why, because I'd like to know. I don't want to finish it.
But you're boring. No, just pick a different movie and we'll just read about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just read about it. Okay, I actually, I'm curious about the IMDb thing, but.
About who? Oh, the rating that he has now?
Yeah.
Or Reiner. Oh, okay. So when my dad had this tiny, tiny TV in my room, and it was inside of a wardrobe. It was really cool. And the person that he was dating at the time really loved old movies. So we'd watch an old movie like every weekend or whatever we were there. So he had a VHS player, VCR, and a stack of VHS tapes that I could watch. Here was my selection. Ready? Rebecca, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and Schindler's List, which I watched on repeat most times I was there. I was like, well, here are my options. I'm like, I'm bored. So Schindler's List usually just played in the background.
No wonder why Lars von Trier is your favorite, though.
Yeah.
It's got a 6 out of 10 on.
That's not even that bad. That's what's annoying. I don't like that.
I think people probably watched it for the actor and actress, probably.
But who even are they? I don't recognize her.
I don't know. And sorry for this buzz. It's my microphone today is just not wanting to work with me. Lily James Army Hammer. Army Hammer. I don't even. That's as far as I go. This is in appearance, because half of these people don't even have pictures.
Yeah, they're nobodies. Okay, can you tell me the name of the director?
Ben Wheatley.
Thank God it's a fucking dude.
Oh my God, look at that picture of him too. That's him.
a mugshot.
That's a mugshot. It doesn't even look good.
That's a basic Post Malone right there.
I strongly advise you to check out Ben Wheatley, who directed this, and you know why it's bad.
He took it's a fucking
yeah,
selfie.
It's a selfie. It's like from like, it's like
it's like a mugshot selfie. That's what it looks like.
It's like something I would have taken in 8th grade for Facebook or MySpace.
I think
MySpace for sure. Oh God, what else?
That was that's very unprofessional looking, I will say.
Oh, but he made Free Fire. Okay, but that's see, that's good. That's he actually, okay, but what did he do? He directed it. Okay, so he has directed good movies, but I do not like.
I think good movie. That's all I heard was one.
The ABC of Death. ABCs of Death. He was used for Unearthed. That's what it says. I don't remember that one though.
That was really good, actually.
Kill List.
I can hear Bugle.
Bugle, stop it. He's licking his balls that he doesn't have.
It's very inappropriate.
I know.
It's not called fucking ball smoothie, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Oh, I wanted to tell you something.
No. There's gonna be a Meg 2, and he's gonna make it.
Actually, Wheatley, I'm all for you. I want to see a sequel. I love that movie, The Meg.
Yeah, the first one's good, but there's gonna be a second one.
But you don't even know. It could be better. It's called The Trench.
That's gonna be the name of it, but it's still like
wouldn't
so.
They just call it Mariana's Trench? I don't know. Isn't that where it came from?
It already came from one of the deepest trenches, and you know what, Piper. I'm glad that Piper lived in the end.
What?
That was the dog that was swimming.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Stress, so much stress. It's like Jaws. Same thing happened in Jaws, but the dog.
Oh my
dies.
God! And I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I grabbed Bugle. I was like, Bugle.
We're never going in the ocean, my boy.
We're never going in the ocean.
Never gonna happen.
No. But I was like crying. I'm like,
you cried?
Yeah, because I thought the dog was dead. And also, it does not make sense. There's another like 40 minutes of like great action and stuff, and then all of a sudden the dog is still swimming. That dog would have not been able to swim for that long.
Yeah, I know. Doggy paddle. I don't think dogs have a lot of water stamina.
Can they float though?
No. You know, like if you're the more muscle you have, the more likely you are to sink. That dog was pretty fit. So in my mind, he had to work extra hard to keep afloat. Because that's the rule. Like the less muscle you have, the more buoyant you are.
I'm glad that like
Boy.
Everyone else died and the dog didn't.
Yeah.
So that was fine.
That's the right way to do a movie. I really do believe. Okay. This ties in perfectly to something that I wanted to tell you that I read. Okay, so Toronto trash pandas, like raccoons.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's a little racist.
Oh, no.
In the animal kingdom is what I meant to say.
I have so many raccoons.
Wow,
stories.
where's your head at?
The way you looked at me. Okay.
God.
They should call Toronto Raccoon City. Am I right?
Yeah, because there's so many.
Yeah.
And like I've seen people raise raccoons in Toronto.
You know, I actually raised raccoons when I was a kid. That's a story for another day.
Okay.
There was a raccoon on the street, like going to an intersection in Toronto, and some lady ran out into the street, grabbed it by the scruff of its neck, and pulled it onto the sidewalk to rescue it, like to bring it to safety. And I'm like,
that's kind of
first of all, you're my hero. Second of all, I would never touch a raccoon. They're like they have distemper, they have rabies, like they're scary when they're big. They're very vicious. Mm-hmm. She just went out, grabbed it by the scruff, pulled it back to safety. And I'm like, well, I hope it's gonna do great things with its life, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just like, oh no.
It made a vow to never hurt or harm another human being again.
To
after
never
that day.
open up a dumpster and make a mess. Did you know that?
Well, at least clean up after yourself.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say it. Did you know that raccoons have collapsible spines? So like, my sister's actually seen them like drag their bodies like underneath something like that thin. So they just go.
Oh yeah.
It's like that #Alive movie when they're all like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like zombie moves. They're like that. And if you have issues with trash pandas, all you have to do is put some Irish Spring soap out because they hate that. That's true.
Why? Because it's like poisonous or something?
Some sort of ingredient in that soap, but Irish Spring.
Like put the bottle out, or do you just...
I think like make some soap shavings and just like sprinkle them.
Oh, you're talking about like the hard...
I like the
soap?
bar soap. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But... Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. What,
Fine,
you're
fine.
the creator. You're the one that knows your stuff.
Yeah, I know a lot about raccoons. Also...
And you raised one, so please get into this.
Oh, you want to hear my story?
Yeah, I didn't know that you did that.
Okay, one thing that you should know, another thing you should know about raccoons is they're considered to have a sixth sense, even though touch is already a sense, but they feel so much through their hands.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like primates or whatever. They touch, like they would touch your face a lot. Like they need to understand everything through, and it's really creepy. They do have human hands.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a kid, my stepdad, the place where he worked, they found a bunch of baby raccoons up in the ceiling, and like the mother had gotten hit by a car or something. So he's like, I'll take 2, brought them home. We built a cage for them and we kept them, and we had to feed them with bottles and we raised them. I think we had them for about 2 months or something. And, we taught them how to fish. We got like feeder fish, put them in a little container so that they could learn how to, and they caught fish like this, smashed between their hands. And then after 2 months, when they were strong enough, we drove out to a trail and we let them go free. And I got to watch them climb up trees, and I was like, they didn't even care. They didn't say goodbye. They were so happy.
They didn't even say goodbye.
Can it sleep in my room with me? And my parents were like, no, like we need to detach. So they lived in the garage, but they drank soy milk. They ate mashed up bananas. And then we taught them how to eat goldfish. And I bet they're not alive anymore, but I bet they lived full lives.
You mean like the crackers?
Yeah.
Not like
the snack that smiles back.
Okay, not the real goldfish.
No, real goldfish.
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
It was real goldfish. We went to the pet store and got feeder fish because we had to teach them to like how they're not going to be like, let me go find some mashed bananas and soy milk in the woods. Like, no, you go down to the creek and you find
the creek
carp. Yeah, the creek
and catch us something.
Yeah. So that's what I have to say about that. Raccoon.
Do you think they actually did do that? Yeah.
Yeah. And every single time I drive past a dead raccoon on the road, I'm just like, Miko, that's mine. That was my name for mine. And I'm like, nah, she's so strong. She good. And
your sister named the other one?
Riglow.
Riglow?
Sorry, cuz. You know, this is actually funny.
Sorry, cuz. But Riglow is like, is he like...
She. They're both
girls.
girls.
Sorry, she. Was she... Okay, then I definitely don't understand it. Never mind.
What?
I was going to... Never mind.
Say.
No, I have no idea.
Oh.
Just doesn't work anymore.
I'm usually like pretty passive, but when they were brought into the garage, there was one that was like nice and round and like really spunky, and then there was one that was really sick and skinny, and I was like, I want the fat one.
I want the fat one.
I want the healthy one. And I was like, Miko. And my sister's like, I'll take this sickly one and name it Riglow, which is like
Miko
I feel like
and
some
Riglow.
sort of variation of Miko, but I'm like, no, I call the raccoon's name from Pocahontas mine. They ended up both getting really strong. I think Miko was queen of the forest, though. She was pretty badass.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we can make up stories of their adventures afterwards. You know.
So someone should write a children's book about it.
Okay. we're going to pretty much go into a segment here that we're going to start up for the first time, and it's Dick of the Day.
Dick of the Day.
And
well, I just have a Dick of the Day. Do you have one?
Like the Dick smoothie of the day?
I have a Dick smoothie recipe, but I also have a Dick of the Day that popped into my head, and I was just like, this.
I think you need to start with the Dick of the Day.
Yeah. Dick of the Day?
Dick of the Day.
Okay, Daniel. My Dick of the Day is Michael Cera.
Okay. Okay, continue.
So, like, I feel like his hair and his eyebrows are like slowly changing color and disappearing. And his complexion. Okay. And
yeah,
remember in Superbad when they're just like talking about like how hairless and smooth his body is? It's so hairless. And I was just like, oh my God, because here's his body. He's not. Okay. And then like he's got like a big head as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. He's very weirdly proportioned.
He is.
Oddly proportioned.
Because he's a dick.
Yeah, he is a dick. Especially when I saw the end.
This is the end?
This is the end.
Someone was blowing lines.
I am so happy he died.
You are.
So happy
That's
he died.
the best role he's ever had.
I think so too.
I
think so too. Actually, the best cameo in that would have to be Channing Tatum.
Where did he come in? I don't remember.
He's Danny McBride's gimp, and he's like, "Get out of there!" And he's like, "Look, this guy wants to get fucked," and he's like showing his ass and stuff, and just like, "Who is that?" And takes off. Hey guys.
Oh Channing Tatum. Oh my. Okay.
That was my favorite cameo of the entire movie, and I feel like Danny McBride wrote that scene for himself.
Totally.
I think he wrote it for himself because he wanted all of this to happen.
Oh my God. Okay, who's your Dick of the Day?
I don't have a Dick of the Day.
You don't?
I didn't realize this was my segment. It was your segment.
Okay, then that's the Dick of the Day, guys. Michael Cera.
But I do want to move now into a Dick smoothie that was created by yourself, right?
Yeah, came to me. So
hit me with it. hit us with it. Hit everybody
hit
with
you with
it.
the Dick smoothie. Okay.
And actually, I've heard it. It's very interesting.
That's Link. Yeah, he sounds like a purr. Okay.
It's very interesting. So yeah, take it away.
Okay, I got this. Okay. For those listening who are a fan of The Boys, the most repulsive, probably, I think you agree.
I think anyone would agree with the statement that's about to be made.
Yeah.
Because he's a real fucking dick.
Homelander
yeah.
from The Boys, I think, is the most deserving of a Dick smoothie. And the name of his Dick smoothie is Compound D. Instead of Compound B. This dick.
And
okay?
hopefully you remember what Compound V is
yes.
if you've watched the show.
Yes. Okay, here's the ingredients list. Ready? Hopefully I remember it all. Human breast milk. Not to be confused with mother's milk. MM. Am I right? Okay. A little bit of Compound V in the Compound D. A splash of Billy Butcher's blood. Right? Because he hates him so much.
And I can see him drinking that blood too.
Ready? Yeah. You know how Translucent gets like...
Yeah.
I need some of Translucent's dick chunks in this smoothie because we all know Homelander has a micro penis, and we would be able to see Translucent's dick before we saw his. So,
do you think he has a small dick?
Yeah.
I feel like because he's having a lot of issues with women.
Yes.
Like a lot.
Him being it's like a little boy child and like wanting to like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that's fucking weird.
Yeah. So yeah, 4 ingredients.
But the only person that wants to be with him is fucking Liberty.
Yeah.
fucking neo-Nazi, well, Nazi original, now neo-Nazi bitch.
Yeah, fucking psycho. You know
Comes
what?
back, yeah.
The color of the smoothie would be purple.
Because of liberty?
No, but that's beautiful. It would be like a pastel purple. It's got white, red, blue, and invisible. So it would be invisible. Purple.
I kind of want a little bit of translucent ass because that's where it originates, right?
What?
Because they shove it up his asshole, right?
You're right. Yeah, yeah. A little bit of that would be good. Just a little. Mm-hmm. What was your thing? Psh.
Boom. Boom. Psh, psh. Oh wait, the cauldron.
Yeah. I'm like, it's only for Halloween. You're like, no, this is staying. It's when the power goes out and you can't plug in your blender, and you're just like, you just
you work out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, people were really worried about gyms being closed.
Yeah.
Not getting weights.
Got you covered.
Got you a solution, and it's not free, but I mean, like, it's definitely cheaper than a gym membership. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get so ripped. Those pipes.
And then you can thank us.
Yeah.
You can thank us publicly. Over all social media.
So ripped from mixing my dick. That's gonna be
hashtag so ripped from what?
So ripped from mixing my dick. Mixing dick.
Mixing my dick. Mixing dick.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Hashtag
mix that dick.
Mix that dick. Getting ripped from mixing that dick.
From mixing that dick.
Well, I think it's time to tighten things up at the end.
Yep.
Like I got a tight butthole right now, and I think I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had so much.
It's this mood lighting, I think.
It's this mood lighting, but also like it's no longer October anymore, and I'm like depressing November schlember.
November sucks.
Yeah, there's nothing good.
Well, let's just make it really fucking good. Let's make it better than October.
Okay, well,
that sounds confident.
Okay, let's do it. And it's gonna start with hashtag Dick Smoothie, and all of you people, giving some feedback on our idea for the Twisted Trio.
Yeah.
We will be typing up these rules and making them known, and then being able to sell this product. Like,
wait, you don't like this copy?
Well, if we're gonna do it, we need to make it a little bit more classy and just have you write it all with your left hand.
It's gonna be, what is the word? You won't be able to decipher any.
No, you won't be able to read it whatsoever.
By the time I finish writing that out, I'll probably be so skilled with my left hand.
At that point, people will be like making the Twisted Trio drinks and then just shuffling. And by the time they ended up shuffling the entire deck, they'd understand all of your writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just make sense. It's like
all the drinks going down. It's just like, it just ends up making sense.
Yeah.
Or they just end up making up their own game.
Yeah. And it's like amazing. And they're just like, whoa, all this math and like all these like numbers going back there. Anyways, I really told Dan that we should play 156 pickup with this master deck.
Yeah, don't do that.
Doesn't want to.
Again, if you have any tips or ideas, because we were thinking, actually, you know what? Just the tip banana split.
Do you have any tips?
Tips or ideas, but tips, especially for what we wanted to do, since there's 3 different decks. Mm-hmm. And we think that if we were to do like 3 pair or what was it? It was the double pair of the same suit would get you to pick up what
okay, so for example, here's some examples.
Oh wait, was that was the Queen of Spades? That's right.
Oh yeah, okay, this is important. Queen of Spades is pick up 5. Dan was like, okay, God, imagine you had 3 of them.
just say,
15
or
pickup.
two or three. Doesn't matter, yeah.
But so if you drop the queen of spades, say you have 2, drop the queen of spades, it would be pick up 5. But if you put both down, instead of pick up 10, it's going to be pick up whatever round you're on. So it'd be like, okay.
8, 9, or 10.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a strategic game.
Yeah.
With that one, because I think that adds another layer.
Yeah.
But also I think that there should be a make a rule kind of card, like if you have 2 7s or something like that of the same suit and you toss them down, you can make up a rule for the game whenever someone lays down a 7.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean?
That's saucy. Yeah.
Stuff like that made up on the spot. Let's hear what you have to say. Definitely follow us, subscribe, email us. We'll have the emails throughout the episode now.
Yeah.
With all the cool little titles that we've been making.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've made them together.
Dan's teaching me.
Trying to.
Things.
Yeah. It's
He's a really good teacher.
I try.
But yeah, this is a community game. We want a community effort, right? We want you to play it. So give your feedback, please.
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
So what we should make a good sign off here. Dick smoothie. Thanks for being our dicks. Yeah, let's do that one. But let's say it together.
You dicks are the best.
2, 3. Thank you for being our dicks.
Love ya.
Dick
Dick smoothie.